Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Libra for September 2010. And this also applies if you have a Libra ascendant. So my fellow Librans, much going on for you this month. First of all, happy birthday to the early Librans. Hope it's going to be a really good year for you ahead. Don't forget, we are very much at the apex of this cardinal climax, this huge astrological configuration that is going on in the heavens now, has been for a while, but is going on very strongly and intensely now, at least till 2012, if not till 2015. So Librans are being greatly affected by this. In many ways, it's affecting particularly early Librans at the moment. You're having a lot of change going on in your lives. Your indecisive nature, you're not able to be indecisive too much longer because events are now happening in your life. It's happening to you at the cutting edge. You can't ignore what's happening. There's some big lessons coming up and you are slowly learning them, and you're going to have to be much more proactive in your life. Rather than have things happen to you, this is a time for you to make sure that you are much more in the driving seat of your life. Not quite as accommodating as you normally are. Now I must say, this month you're going to come over very charming. Venus and Mars both in your sign until the middle of the month. You're not going to be able to put a foot wrong when it comes to diplomatic behaviour, being charming, getting the things that you want quite easily. Yes, you're going to be able to do that. However, in your relationship area, Jupiter has now come retrograde into this 7th house, coming back into the 6th house as well. So you're going to have some kind of an opening up in the relationship area. This could mean somebody new coming in, but more than likely it's a growth experience. It's a learning experience with relationships where you tend to, there's a compromising nature in you for the most part. Compromise anything for a peaceful, quiet, nice, pleasant life. And you're going to have to look at that part of yourself. You're going to have to look at it deeply. Mercury is retrograde until the 12th of the month, so it's a good time for deep reflection. It's in your 12th house, so it's a really important time for reflecting inside about your intuition. What is your intuition telling you, particularly about your relationships? And are you trusting that intuition, or are you just still going along with the habit patterns that you've had for many years, just continuing to go along with those and not really make some changes? So reflect on it while Mercury is retrograde until the 11th. When it goes direct on the 12th of the month, then you can start taking action in more areas of your life. We've also got Sun opposite Saturn, 12th house, 6th house, between the 20th and the 22nd of the month. So be careful not to overdo things, particularly in your work area. You might find that your energy isn't quite as high as it normally is. Try not to overdo things. Try not to take on too many responsibilities, particularly during those couple of days, because you may find afterwards, oh, I really wish I wouldn't have taken that on. This is just too much for me and I haven't got the energy to do it. We've got a lot of energy going into you this month. Mars and Venus in your 1st house, so if you are looking for a relationship, you are looking to meet somebody, this will be a great time to do it. We've got a great deal of focus as well on your 2nd house. This is the 2nd house of finance, particularly towards the 2nd half of the month. It's a great time to put energy into a new money-making idea, a new way of perhaps having a little bit of passive income, or another income, or another idea that you've got that you'd like to put into practice. Really good time for that with Venus there. It's a good time for some deep thinking, but for some really serious action into making more money, having more of a stream of income coming into your life so that things are not quite so uncertain, because there are enough uncertainties in your life at the moment, Libra. You don't want more uncertainties, especially in the financial arena. So try to prepare for that, and prepare by adding another string to your possible income. We've got some deep changes happening on an emotional level in the home area. Maybe some deep revelations connected with your family, your home, your ancestry, all kinds of things coming up in that area. Not just this month, but this is an ongoing thing for you Librans to be watching out for. But certainly some changes coming up, possibly a job offer that you had hoped for that went away from you could well come back to you, or some kind of an opportunity that you thought you'd lost coming back to you this month, particularly in the work area. So it's your birthday month. Remember to enjoy it, to have a little bit of social time, a little bit of play time. You do need that, Libra. Things have been awfully serious for you lately, and they still will be quite serious this month, but make sure you balance it with some time out, particularly for your birthdays. So there you have it. That is your month ahead. Thank you to so many of you sending in these questions. It's a one question for $25, which I answer in an email of up to 150 words. Here's an example of a question. I'm dissatisfied with my job. It's paying the bills, but I've no more passion in it. Would this be a good time to study for a new career? You can ask me about anything in your life, your career, your work, your relationships, whatever it might be. The cardinal climax, this configuration I've been talking about, is affecting us all on one level and another. I've done a CD on it, which is just $5 to download. I've done a video on it, and you may want to ask a question about it. You may want to see where it falls in your chart and how your life is going to be impacted by it, because not one of us is going to be untouched by it. Please don't hesitate to get in touch, whether you'd like an in-depth reading, a question, whatever it is, please get in touch. I wish you a great month, and I thank you for listening. Bye for now.